Well, thank you, Mani. Welcome, Mani and Nirmalan. Hello, guys. Well, it's good morning to you all in 30 seconds. It's nice to have you back here. Um, Yesterday's session is actually uploaded. You'll find the live for yesterday and the previous day. You'll find it on my YouTube account. If you're subscribed, you'll find it under the live section. So the lessons there, and also the lessons on Thursday, and you'll find the lessons on Wednesday. So, welcome, dear viewers, dear listeners. I'm also live on YouTube at the moment, so simultaneously on two different platforms. Hello, Rebecca, welcome. Now, yesterday I spoke about addictions, and I think gambling was one of it. And exactly yesterday, there is a person who I know for a very, very long time that is under so much of trouble purely because of gambling. Um, he has borrowed money from a loan shark because he gambled his salary, he drank it, gambled it, and this has been happening for a good number of months. And obviously, they want their money back, and he's very depressed. And this is been happening for actually a few years, back and forth, borrowing from Peter and paying Paul. And this happened day before yesterday, where he has lost his money, and yesterday he came for help. And just yesterday we spoke about addictions. But this is somebody that I know. Hello, B, Mr. B, welcome. This is somebody that I know very well. This is actually my best friend's cousin. And we spoke about addictions and how it gets impacted during a new moon. I cannot say it's sad to hear because it's not sad to hear. It's just that this is how nature behaves. And if you understand how nature behaves, then you can work with nature's laws. It's just that we don't understand how nature behaves, hence, we go against nature's laws indirectly or directly. Nazi, namaste and welcome. And just imagine, um, Money, remind me to tell you the story, okay? On Monday. It's actually very sad because it's not a lot of money, and somebody can take you out if you owe them that money, and that's the sad part. That an addiction can take you down that road so quickly you won't even think that you are addicted. You think you've got everything under control, and that's the worst place to be in, where you feel that you have it under control. It's very, very sad. That's the sad part. Now, to everybody else that are new here, I'm just waiting for more people to join in, and then we're going to go into the discussion. So, if you've been following me for the last 4 days, if you are new on the channel, please follow me. Click on the bell icon. When I go live, you'll get a notification. Also, please, I need two more people on my YouTube channel to hit 100 subscribers in 2 months. Um, please go on to Astro In with Abhi. You'll find the correct spelling here. Go on YouTube, Astro In with Abhi. Subscribe to my content there. Everything that I talk about, everything that I teach, all my lessons on astrology, numerology, immunology. Thank you, Charles. May your pockets always remain full. All my lessons on awareness, Abhi, on Astro in Wood Abi and Awareness Barbie. Um, there's also another channel that I'm going to create. Actually, it was created on how you became miserable very quickly. The channel was created, but I stopped putting content on that there because it became too much. I couldn't juggle so much at once. But Money, do you remember how you became miserable very quickly on Facebook? Did you remember that one? I know I got you on my Facebook account for long. Do you remember how you became miserable very quickly back in 2021, I think, or 2022? 2022. I'm not sure if you can remember that. Try and remember how you became miserable very quickly. So I'm gonna reintroduce that back, and it's gonna be very exciting because in this channel you will begin to resonate with a lot of things that you should think about, speak about, and do that you just never take cognizance of. Only up until you're already in the water, and then now you're thinking, okay, now I am here. So that's what it's about. So anyways, we have enough viewers here on my TikTok live, so I'm just gonna go proceed. So namaste, dear listeners, dear viewers on my YouTube and my TikTok channel. Welcome to Astro in with Abhi. My name is Abhi. I'm a psychic medium, intuitive reader, astrologist, Vedic astrologist, Westernologist, numerologist, monologist, tarot, karmic astrology, death astrology, light giving, chakra balancing, cleansing, removal of negative energy, covenants, enhancements, cord cutting, etc., etc., etc. So let's go straight into it. So I've been discussing the whole new moon in conjunction with the sun's presence, which is the feminine and the masculine energies, both in the sign of Taurus. So when we talk about the sun, we must refer to the conscious mind. The sun is your conscious mind, and the moon is your subconscious mind. Therefore, at night, you are busy thinking of everything that is buried in your subconscious mind, your fears, all your development areas. And during the day, your conscious mind is at play, which is the ego. Therefore, at night, the ego is not at play and your emotions. Therefore, you have insomnia because the moon kicks in and the sun sets. So now we've got the sun and moon in the same house as Taurus. Now, Taurus is the second sign in the zodiac, aspect in the eighth house of transformation. What this means is that the feminine and masculine is sitting in the earthly dimension, which is this dimension here. And this is a very easy way, this is a very good and bad don't exist. There's just a consequence for every thought or an action. Now, when you've got two polarities that are in the same earth sign, we must remember that it becomes very easy to form addictions. And I've been explaining the same thing for the last 3 days. You'll find this on my live, it's recorded, but it's imperative that I do it over the next 2 more days because you will start to, as it sinks inside your head, you'll start to pay attention to it happening in the people around you. Yaju, namaste. Nice to see you. So let's just say if you are a person that has never taken alcohol, you've never taken into alcohol, and now you do it during a new moon in Moni Munsami, welcome, namaste Yukti, and now you decide to take it. 98% to 99% of the time you'll get addicted to it during a new moon. Vanakkam Moni, nice to see you here. And Moni, this one's also for you. During the new moon, addictions are very, very, very high. The probability to form addictions are very high. Therefore, you'll find a lot of people who are into sadhana, they wait for this time because this is the most perfect time to dissolve the. Well, this is a time where you should dissolve the conscious mind, the dissolution of the conscious mind, the dissolution of the subconscious mind. It's very important because let's just say you have to try on something new. You must understand before you do that, what are the consequences of it? Because if the probability of you being attached to it is very high, the consequence of that over a considerable period of time is very detrimental purely to you. On my YouTube, Hen, hello to you and welcome. So the question is on my YouTube, what is the most popular addiction? Well, ego is the most popular addiction. You'll find it everywhere. So if you join my yesterday's sessions, you would have heard me explain the whole in the chakra system, the earth element, in the Muladhara dimension. You've got the sun and moon here. And do remember, we've got Pluto in Aquarius after 240 odd years. We've got Saturn in Aries. We've got Jupiter in Gemini, getting ready to move in Cancer. We've got Mars in Leo. We've got Mercury direct. We've got Venus direct coming from a retrograde motion. So all the planets are in a very good positioning right now. So they are in a positive state, meaning that they will enhance whatever you think, speak, or do. Jupiter expands where he sits. So Jupiter is sitting in Gemini energy, and the ruler of Gemini is Mercury. So therefore, Jupiter is in a very good positioning. So whilst this may seem good to you, but let's just say if your thoughts are negative, Jupiter will expand this. Depending on your natal chart, where Gemini is placed, which house Gemini is placed, that area of your life will be influenced. Let's just say if you've got, um, depending, let's just say if your Rasi, you are Aries Rasi. In your Rasi chart, you are Aries, your moon is in Aries. Now you're going through Surya Sati. You've got Saturn's placement there. And then you've got the sun and moon in sitting in Taurus. You've got a new moon in Taurus, which is your second house of an income. So whilst this is the positive thing in your chart, you've got a new moon and sun sitting in your second house of earned income, aspecting your eighth house of transformation. But you're also going through Surya Sati. What this means is that whatever you've thought, you said, and you've done over your 29-year period, the reaction of those will be a reality during this time. So we all know that as you sow, so shall you reap. But when do you reap? Who makes you reap? And how much of the reaping is going to happen? It's your Saray Sati, your Saturn return. Saturn takes 29.5 years to transit the whole zodiac, the 12 zodiacs, 2.5 years in each zodiac, making it 29.5 years throughout every area of your life, only to return back to the same house or area of life that it was sitting in when you were born. Tulani, welcome. Therefore, it's called the Saturn return. So why am I explaining all these planetary transits? I'm explaining these planetary transits because, from an astrological position, whether you believe in astrology, whether you do not believe in astrology, it doesn't really matter. The planet doesn't give a shit whether you believe in it or not. It gives off its energy, and what you do with it is entirely up to you. My job is to tell you exactly the energies they give off. What you do with it is entirely up to you. This is not a belief, this is a knowing. So, here you've got, astrologically, you've got all the planets in forward motion. Numerologically, we're going through a vibration year number 9. So, numerologically, the earth is closing in on a 9-year cycle. So, if you calculate back from 2014, actually from 2016, earth is closing a 9-year chapter, Mother Earth itself. You will find the biggest breakups happening this year, the most amount of divorces happening this year. You'll find the least amount of weddings happening this year, the least amount of commitments. You will find that even in companies, the biggest restructures are happening this year. Globally, you will find, I mean, we already can see this. I've done a live on this year. Annie, good morning, welcome. I've done a live on this year 2025 report, general forecast for all. In fact, globally, we already can see that there is so much of fighting going on globally, fighting for power, control, dominance, the collapse of the old ways. This is a vibration number 9. I've also spoken about this last year, October. I spoke about this 2023, March. I've spoken about this 2022, 2021, 2019. And we are in this process right now. What do you do with all of this information? How will it benefit you? Well, firstly, to keep it very simple, since it's a vibration year number 9, this is general. It means it's not personally to you. This is for Earth. It's then safe to say, okay, in your yard, what needs to go and what needs to stay? In your home, your physical home, what needs to go and what needs to stay? Simple as that. Then you look at your temple. Your temple is your body, your temple. That's how they call it, the temple. The God is in the temple. The God is a pineal gland. What needs to go? Look at your life and see what's benefiting you and what's not. And during a new moon in Taurus with the sun's presence, this is a perfect time to release that. Because releasing, even though it's a new moon, and new moons are about new beginnings, and I always say full moons are about closures and new moons are about new beginnings. However, this one's a bit different. Why it's different? Because you've got Saturn opposing Mars. You've got Saturn and Mars, they're opposing each other. Saturn's presence in Aries, Pisces, Aries, opposing Mars in the fifth, sixth, seventh house, which is Leo. You've got Saturn's presence also in Aquarius, aspecting the polar opposites, which is Mars in Leo. Not forgetting that once Jupiter moves out of Gemini and enter Cancer, which is a water house which is governed by the moon, how does Jupiter perform in a water sign? How does Jupiter perform in a sign governed by the moon? And we already know that the moon is the feminine in you. It's an emotional part of you. It's that part of you that is governed by your emotions. How will Jupiter expand this area of your life? Is it a positive thing for you or not? It all depends on how your state of mind is. If your mind is in a negative state, Jupiter will expand that and make it bigger. So a lot of people will think that, oh, Jupiter is going, changing signs. This is so nice. Jupiter is going in my fifth house. Cancer is my fifth house of true love. And Jupiter is going there, he's going to expand my area of life of true love. But listen, that's not how it works. If your state of consciousness is toxicity, Jupiter's presence in the fifth house will only make that area of your life in your relationships or potential partners even more toxic. It'll make you more toxic because you are making yourself that. Jupiter expands where he sits in. So, can you see that regardless of where the planets are, your mind is the most important thing? How your mind is behaving. The planets just either reduce or expand how your mind is behaving. Therefore, it is so important to be in control of the mind and not the other way around. But money, Nirmalan, is making sense because I know at some point there is somebody that have asked me, maybe money, you probably asked me about this, but yes, new moons are all about new beginnings. But we got to also look at where the other planets are. Now, also with delays, obviously March and April were all about delays because of the Mercury and Venus retrograde. Now that the planets are in forward motion, all that built up energy that you've had, all the places that you wanted to go to, all the things that you wanted to do, they will happen right now at a very fast rate because it has been building up in you. And with the new moon in Taurus, with the sun's presence here, this can lead to an addiction very quickly. Therefore, a person could have been waiting for a large payout for 2 months, and as soon as they got paid out, they went and splurged. Some of them would have went and gambled, some of them would have went and drank. They drank all their money. Why? Because they had all that build up inside them, and they just were waiting for him to get that money, and they got it and they went all out. And I've seen this happen. Yesterday we spoke about this, and I've had a person right here talk about this. He needs help. And that's why I'm saying it is so important to be conscious of your mind. It's so important to be conscious of your thoughts. Where is your thoughts going? Are they going to be good for you or not? If you can question every thought that comes through in your head and ask yourself, is this thought going to be a return on investment for me or not? And if not, then check it out. That's how you gotta train yourself to be in control of your mind, to think before you actually think. It takes a lot of time to get here. It took me 23 years, okay, no, maybe about 19 years to get here, to actually understand, to make it be an unconscious happening. It used to be a conscious happening, and after some time, it becomes an unconscious happening where you're so used to allowing certain things to come through and certain things never to enter your mind. It becomes an unconscious happening. So it may seem very daunting at first, but at the end of the day, fundamentally, you do not want to be creating things inside of your head, which then becomes a reality, and then you've got an addiction, and then there's nobody to help you. Imagine you're working so hard whole of the month, you get paid, and you go and gamble all your money. Then you're heartbroken, you're sad, you're demotivated, you're walking in the world, you feel like a raped victim, like somebody just chucked you out of the car, threw you out, and then you're just dusting yourself up and trying to find your way back. Yeah, I'm being a bit dramatic, but that's exactly how people feel. And dear viewers, dear listeners, this is not only about gambling, this is not only about drinking, excessive drinking. This is the ego as well. Let's just say if you are in a very defensive mode, you and your partner are having a problem, you know you're wrong, but if you admit you're wrong, you feel like your partner going to take over the relationship, and you don't want that. You don't want to surrender. Masya, namaste, welcome, Mama. Nice to see you on the live. That addiction of ego and that addiction of gaslighting, ego, and all the characteristics of narcissism will only expand. It gets emphasized during this time here, and no sooner than later you're a different person. Watch this space. You'll see within the next 14 to 21 days, a lot of people will say their partners or anybody who they are close to, if that particular person has got themselves involved in some kind of substance that they got addicted to, in 14 days they'll not be recognizable. You'll see it. I've paid a lot of attention to this over a number of years and I've seen this. It's just that you don't pay attention to it, so you don't see it happening. But I see it happening all the time. Every year, at least 3 to 4 times, I see it happening with a number of people. Not one, not 10, not 20, with a number of people. That's the whole reason why you would come to me. There is some kind of an addiction. If your partner has left you and you know you don't love that person, you would say you don't love this person, but you just miss that person. You have an addiction. You have an addiction to the energy. It's called an karmic entanglement. That's an addiction. You're addicted to the what you know. That's not love. It's an addiction. Every year during this time, it's the same thing. I can actually predict what type of readings I'm going to get every year, which month, depending on where the planets are. That's how I prepare. I prefer before even getting any readings. I actually know most of them what they're going to come for. So, like, this is a time where everybody is going to come through for career enhancements. People are going to come through for career enhancements. People are going to come through for cord cutting. People are going to come through for Navamsa readings. This is a year for that. This is a month for that. This is a year. This is a period for that now. Come June and July, that's a busy period for conception. A lot of people will be doing readings for conception, promotions. September, October, November, that's a time people are doing readings D2, D10, D3, D9. People are doing covenants. A lot of people are doing covenants over their vehicles, protection. So I can predict exactly which month where it gets busy. Why? Because of the planets, where they are. And guess what? We are not going through any eclipse during this time. There's no solar eclipse, no lunar eclipse. So this is a perfect time to pay attention to what it is that you are doing in your life. Where are you putting your feet? Where are you putting your hands? Where are you exposing yourself to? What are you exposing yourself to? Oh, Abhi, you know what, Abhi? I'm a strong person, Abhi. I know I've got full control over this thing. Yeah. Oh, the moment you say that, there already you're going down the drank. But nevertheless, now that you've heard me say on this live so many times, the last 3 consecutive days I've been saying the same thing. Now take this back in your own space and observe the people that you're close to around them and see that anything new that they're doing, it becomes an addiction in them. Watch it. And they are also good addictions. So now is the time to prep yourself and look at the good addictions. A good addiction is going to the gym. A good addiction is eating light food, green food, red food, fresh fruit, food from the ground, not food from life from the slaughterhouse. So observe, start planning these things that you think that you is very difficult to do. Now is the time for you to implement it because the planets will support you. If you've always felt the pain of animals and you always felt that eating a certain kind of food is making you feel sluggish, heavy, but you just find it very difficult to not eat that because it's just very tough to sacrifice the sense of taste. Do it during this time and you'll see that you won't even feel it. I am actually helping a lot of people right now give up the habit of nicotine. Nicotine. Why? Because nicotine is one of the most difficult things to get rid of your system. It's the most difficult thing. I would suggest, based on my perception, it's a most difficult thing that somebody can let go of. Nicotine. And is this good for you, bad for you? Good. Look, in my place, It's not my place to say what's good for you, what's bad for you. That's your place. You have your own mind and you know what's good for you and bad for you. But my place is to tell you that the universe will support you, give up anything right now. And the universe will also support you. If you put yourself into anything, the universe will magnify it. And Sunday Naika, welcome. But I think the message is loud and clear and you all understand it. This will also go on to my live YouTube. It's recording right now, and the live will be recorded for you to go back so that you remember this and you let it play during the next new moon in an earth sign, which is Virgo. Then it will go into Capricorn, and we'll have a live on that as well for 3 consecutive nights. But without further ado, I'm just going to take a minute just to um, allow myself to get into my space so that I can take some questions of yours, and then we're gonna go. All right. By the way, if you've just joined my session, please follow me. You can also go on to my YouTube channel and go on Astro In with Abhi. Subscribe to the channel. All this content is there. My lessons are there. Most people think that doing some kind of ritual will help you. Yes, it will help you. But wouldn't you like to learn how to help yourself? Wouldn't you like to know how to use the sciences to help yourself at any given time? You'll find my lessons there. I teach certain things. Well, obviously, it's the basics. The basics are there. I'm never going to just talk about things which is going to be difficult to comprehend. That's more advanced, but you will find all my lessons there on Awareness Pabi and Astro Inwadavi. All right, I'm ready now, guys. Please make sure when you're giving me a question, you have to be following me. Click on the subscribe button on my YouTube channel as well, and and make sure that you are following me on both TikTok Live and YouTube. Okay, so we're gonna go with Cindy Nika, 19 October 1984. When can I expect a new job? This is the correct date of birth and a date of birth that exists. Calculating on the vibration, 19th of October 1984, a new job. Look, you can expect a new job. I'm picking up next month, right? Next month is a very good month for you. It's vibration number 8. Um, very, very good month for you. Even though this is your most emotional year, you're seeking support, emotional support. I'm still picking up June as very favorable for you. So good luck and God bless you. June, August, perfect months for you, right? Financially, next month is a very good month for you. Good luck and God bless you. Sinanshlanchla, relationship and career. If this is a correct date of birth and a date of birth that exists, calculating on the vibration of date of birth, 7th, what is that, 7th of December or 12th of July? All right, life part number 4. Well, your question is with relationship and career. See, last year you were supposed to close a chapter behind. Did you close a chapter behind or you brought it over this year? This is purely in relationships. Thank you, Nirmalan. Because relationship wise, next month is a very difficult month for you. But the month of July is the best month for you career wise this year. 5th of July 1993. This is the correct date of birth and a date of birth that exists, calculating on the vibration 5th of July 1993. Now, your question is regarding love. Now, you've got Mars sitting in your first house here. Mars sitting on your first house makes things very aggressive. There's lots of battle. Remember, I'm calculating on the vibration 5th of July 1993. If this is the correct date of birth, I'm calculating on that. It could be a very rocky, if you are in a relationship, very rocky. It's going to get very rocky. Last month would have been such a month where your relationships with everybody, everybody could have been annoying you, and next month I'm seeing some kind of closure, some kind of ending happening. Please talk to me privately on 076 331 0118. It'll be good to open up a rasi, open up a lagna chart and see what's happening. um, Love is a very broad word. What's happening in your love life? What you put in is what you get out. What you put in knowingly and what you're putting in unknowingly, you're getting out. It's just that you don't remember what you're putting in unknowingly, or you do, but you're expecting a different result. Love is a very broad word which most human beings don't understand. They understand karmic entanglement, and therefore they're expecting love. Therefore, it's never happening. Follow my YouTube channel where I talk about vibration, where I talk about frequencies, how to attract what you want. You gotta be it. So therefore, when it comes to questions regarding love, dear guys, dear listeners, that even though I would like to answer it, I feel that answering such a question, love is not understood. So how do I answer such a question? But if it's regarding a relationship, yes. But that word love, no. Love is not what you think it is. Love never alters where alter finds. How can I answer a question, or Abi, tell me about my love life? You don't understand love. You got karmic attachment, karmic entanglement. Karabo, Madimabe, 26th of December 2005. If this is the correct date of birth and a date of birth that exists, calculating on the vibration 26th of December 2005. Your question is regarding the future. You want to know what's happening in the future. Well, Sun Capricorn, vibration number 9. Very, very emotional year. All emotions are all over the place, including this month. Next month, very good month for you financially. Um, Next year will be a good year for you to further your studies, all about studies, travel. Next year is a very good year for you from a communication point. You're learning how to communicate and get yourself out there. Next year is the best year in the last 4 years. This year is rough. Last year and the previous year was rough, but next year will be an even better year. This month is emotional. Everybody will annoy you this year, specifically in relationships. But next month is a good month for you financially. But I'm seeing some kind of an end happening in next after month, which is July. Karaba, please talk to me on 076 331 if you'd like a more in-depth reading. I think you need it. 26th of September 1960. If this is the correct date of birth and a date of birth that exists, calculating on the vibration 26th of September 1960. Now, your question is general. I generally don't like to answer general questions, but as a life path number 6, attitude number 8, generation number 7, if my mathematics is correct, this is one of your best years for you financially. This month is a very difficult month. It's all work, no play. This is a month where you would wish to do many things, but you will have less time. It's all the 4th house, 10th house. It's only work and career, work and career. um, Today is a good day for you. Tomorrow is an emotional day for you. When I say today, I'm talking about Sunday. Monday is an emotional day, but next month is one of your best months from a creative point, from a point of love, your love life, from a point of freedom. You will just feel free and happy next month. In fact, this year is a much more better year for you, Mr. B, compared to last year. Last year would have been a year where you and relationships are not nothing much happening there. Last year would have been a year where you had to work hard, extra hard, to feel even 10% of happiness in with relationship. If this is a possibility and you went through this year, I mean, governed by Virgo, governed by Mercury, your ruling planet was retrograde for 2 months. Your ruling planet is direct now, so well, you will feel a bit better compared to the last few months. Anyways, but next month is your best month this year, so good luck and God bless you. So how long we on this live? 41 minutes. While it resonates, okay, good. We're on this live for 41 minutes. I plan to come in for half an hour. I'll give it another 4 more minutes and then we're gonna knock off, right? Let's go on more questions. Guys, remember, whatever questions I see on the live, I'll answer that. Whatever I don't see, obviously, I cannot answer. Please make sure you are following me, guys. And the best part of this is please go on my YouTube channel and subscribe to the content there. I teach all the sciences there, and it's for free. Ishalan, what's this? 25th of May 1985. If this is the correct date of birth and a date of birth that exists, calculating on the vibration 25th of May 1985, you are in your Navamsa period. Your ruling planet is finally direct. For the last 2 months, you would have been delayed, frustrations, nothing much happening. Your ruling planet was direct. Virtually nothing was possible to move forward. But this could be one of your best months this month. I mean, from your generation number 5, attitude number 3, life path number 8, vibration month number 8. This could be one of your best months career wise and financially. This is a year where this travel expansion, this from a career perspective, this is a much more better year for you compared to the last 4 years. I'm picking up this month as highly, highly favorable for you. Your ruling planet is direct, so things that you will be waiting on, they are slowly starting to move forward for you. The doors that you thought would have closed for you, they will finally open for you. I mean, this is a fantastic month for you. Venus is direct, Mercury is direct over a 2 month period. Very, very good for you. Masya, um, what's this? Masya Chetty, 9th of Feb 1989. If this is the correct date of birth and a date of birth that exists, calculating on the vibration 9th of Feb 1989, Saturn returned at its setting phase, governed by Pluto in your first house, life part number 2, seeking affections, emotions, very soft, always vibration number 2 this year. It's a very tough year for you emotionally. Attitude number 2, generation number 9, day of birth number 9. You're going through your karmic lessons this year. A vibration number 2 for the year, aspect in the 8th house of transformation, vibration month number 7. Everybody will piss you off this month, Marcia. You'd find that you are on opposing sides with everybody this month. Don't get into any arguments with anybody. Don't try and force your opinions on anybody. If you say something is green and it's green and somebody tell you it's black, let it be black for them. Don't try and force anybody to see what you're doing. You'll end up in a battle, confrontation. It won't look good on you. And this month it's like that. Next month is a better month for you, on a financial front. From a relationship perspective, this whole year is not a year for relationships. This is a year where you're a life path number 2. So this is a year where you're learning to build a relationship with yourself. You need to focus on your spiritual path. You need to not lack on your spiritual path. Focus on your spiritual path if you can. You will see that next year will be a total contradiction to this year, which is an emotional roller coaster. Next year will be a year of bliss for you. But fundamentally, from a financial position, we are currently in May right now. June should be your best month financially compared to the next couple of months. In fact, this should be one of your best. The next month could be one of your best months financially. All right. Please talk to me, Marcia, on a career enhancement after this live. It's called a career enhancement. Whoever is on my live right now, there are certain things that I don't tell certain people that I do, because I cannot talk about the window if you do not have the foundation. If I feel you need something, I'll do it for you. If I feel based on where your planets are and you are ready for those certain things, I will do it for you. Otherwise, I will never refer it to you. I have so many clients telling me, Abhi, you've done this for my sister, you've done this for my friend from work. Why you never tell me do this? Please do this for me. This is the reason why, guys, is because your foundation is not right. I cannot just jump and do certain things for you. um, it's like that. So let's move along. It's a pleasure, Marcia. I think I'll take two more questions now, right? Lawanda, 25th of December 1989. If this is the correct date of birth and a date of birth that exists, calculating on the vibration 25th of December 1989, Saturn returned at its setting phase for you. You came out of a difficult situation 2021 to 2023 financially, but your question is, will I get a job soon? Well, I can pick up that the month of July you'll be in a new job. You can write that down. You can thank me next time when you see me on the live when you get that job, right? I'm picking up. In fact, this month as well, Mama. This month you're going through procurement, legal stuff, paperwork. I'm picking it up. July, I see. Sajida, 7th of April 1970. This person is going through so much of karmic. Lessons from March 2023, vibration number one, life path number one, attitude number two, generation coming from a generation number eight, day of birth number seven, vibration number seven, relationship trauma this month, emotional roller coaster whole year, this whole year. What is the question, Nazia, for this person? What is the question? General. This person's got Saturn in the 12th house, karmic evolutionary period of consequence. Vibration number seven, relationships this whole year, emotional roller coaster. Vibration number two for the whole year. This person with Saturn in the 12th house, aspecting the sixth house from June this year. Saturn will enter the first house, aspecting the seventh house of marriage, partnerships, relationships. Look, there could be karmic endings, or rather, look at a birth chart. I don't like to talk about anything negative. Therefore, I refer a person straight into the birth chart reading, right? 07633101118. I think that's it from me, guys. Please make sure you're following me. Please go on Astro In with Abhi on my YouTube channel. Namaste, Upasna. Welcome. And find my content there. I talk about all of astrology lessons, numerology lessons. There's so much of things that I talk about there which will benefit you. And you'll find I'm just concluding the life path series. I'm almost done on the master numbers. I've done master number 11, master number 22. I'm still in the process of doing master number 33. I've left the best for last. So you'll find the whole series there. I'm done with number 1 till number 9. I will go into expression numbers. I will go into attitude numbers soon. I will go into generational numbers. And all of these things, I will decode them for you so that you understand. So that depending on where you are on your own spiritual journey, on your own journey, you can always pick the topics that you want to listen to and take it from there. All right. Mani, Nirmalan, I thank you guys very much for coming on short notice and helping me moderate on my live. I appreciate you guys a lot. But till we meet again, it's good night. God bless you. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Shri Krishna Haribol. And thank you all for joining in. I will send a formal invitation to everybody when I'm doing my May forecast general prediction for all sun, moon, and ascendant signs for the month of May. So keep your eyes peeled. I will be going live soon. I'm hoping I can do it today, but I will let you guys know. All right. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram, Hari Bol, Namah Shivaya, and good night to everybody.